This is the Week 14 Fantasy Football preview of the Cleveland Browns at Pittsburgh Steelers, brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Welcome to Week 14, Browns and Steelers fans. Opposite records going into this matchup, but we have a pretty fun matchup on our hands. We got the Browns having a 41 shootout broke out against two defensive teams. It was so much fun to watch. Jameis Winston giveth and taketh away, but he gaveth almost 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2-point conversion, 3 interceptions, but still gets 37 fantasy points on the day. Nick Chubb, only 12 points, but still does what he does. Jerry Jeudy with an amazing 235-yard day. No Cedric Tillman, Njoku 2 touchdowns on 9 catches. Elijah Moore getting 15 fantasy points on 8 catches, 111 yards. Pittsburgh Steelers had a similar breakout game against the Bengals. Poor Bengals. We'll talk about them on their preview. But Steelers rocking and rolling with Russell Wilson. Over 30 points, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. When that happens, everybody eats. You got Pickens with 3 catches and a score. You got Najee Harris, 22 points and a score and 150 yards, 6-catch day. Jaylen Warren, only 4 catches. He missed out a little bit. Pat Freiermuth gets in on it. 6 catches, 1 touchdown. Pittsburgh is a 6.5-point favorite at home. Over under 43. These guys are scoring, you know? All right, let's talk about what's going to happen. Anyway, Jameis Winston, Nick Chubb, Jerry Jeudy, no Cedric Tillman, David Njoku are your fantasy players for the Browns. Oh, I've been loving Jameis Winston as a human and as a player. So, again, it is a risky, fun thing, but hey, this is fantasy. It's fun. I would be happily recommending to play him if you need someone on a bye. All these other players to happy to drop in as well. Let's have some fun. Steelers defense typically holds teams down, but allowed the Bengals to break out. Held the Browns last time, but again, that was a fun game too in the snow at Cleveland, right? And then 16 against Baltimore, which is just a rivalry game. 7 sacks, 6 picks. I'm sorry, 3 picks, 6 fumbles. I mean, they turned the ball over, but regardless. If you have a Pittsburgh defense, that might be a pretty good play. Anywho, Steelers, you have Russell Wilson's. Pickens is going to be a game time decision. Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren are also double-digit fantasy fantasy forecast double digits. Browns defense in the last 3 games allowed 21 against Denver. 2 pick-sixes were in there, by the way. Held 19 against Pittsburgh and allowed 35 against the Saints. 5 sacks, 4 of which were against Pittsburgh last time, and 5 turnovers in 3 games. I mean, again, the Browns have pretty good defense too, so we'll see what happens. Should be fun either way. Thanks so much for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 14. God bless.